what?
Because we were talking, and you were like, and you turned to the camera, and you're like, roll the intro.
Yeah.
You did it a couple times, but what was the most recent one?
I don't remember. That's in the past. We're looking to the future. Future is now. No, future is later. Now is now. Past is Connor. Connor. The past is Connor.
Enthusiast Soldier by the United States Marine Band.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of How Hard Can It Be? Today I have my buddy here, Connor Skelly from Beyond the Music, and we are going to make a Alexa flash briefing skill. Did I say that right?
You did. Yes,
All
you
right.
did.
So, for those that don't know, and I just learned this myself, flash briefing skill for our Alexa is a way to present content on a daily or hourly or weekly or however you want to do it basis for listeners via your Alexa Dot, Echo, whatever your in-home Internet of Things device is. So the benefit of a skill for somebody like Connor, who is a human person that
Allegedly.
that generates content and stuff like that, he wants to use the Alexa flash briefing skill to disseminate like news and stuff like that. Explain like what your ideal is, because I don't necessarily know if it'll benefit me, but it's something I want to at least know about for future stuff.
Yeah, so what I want to do with this flash briefing skill is expand the content of Beyond the Music. And so what Beyond the Music is it's an organization that I created that aims to educate and empower individuals so they can start or grow their careers in the music industry. So the point of this flash briefing skill will be to put out music industry tips, news, history, different things each day, where if you're even like minimally interested in the music industry, you'd probably want to check it out.
Yeah, and I was looking into some just information about this kind of stuff, and it's like they're not just like tweets that you have or anything like that. You can put for your flash briefing skill. You can have like 4 to 8 minutes of like snippets. So people who do podcasts, and I have a lot of friends out there who do their own podcasts and stuff like that. And instead of saying, hey, here's my hour-long podcast this week, you can take it and you can chop it up into daily bits and present that as like more easily digestible snippets of your content, and then tease at the end of your content like, hey, if you want to more about this interview I did with such and such artist or whatever, then you say make sure you check out this week's podcast or something.
Yeah, it's a really awesome way to kind of you'll have to take a few steps to do that, maybe a little bit editing, which is what we're going to go through in this video, but it's a fairly low effort way to expand stuff that you're already creating onto a different platform, a very rapidly growing platform.
Yeah, and part of the reason why we're choosing to do the Amazon stuff, it's not like I'm not sponsored by Amazon, don't get it twisted. We looked into this. Google Home has this, and I'm sure eventually Apple will do the same thing with their in-home stuff.
Facebook too.
Amazon just seems to have the most streamlined way of doing this, and this is really we're trying to get ahead of the curve here in terms of new tech coming out. Yeah. I'm traditionally a tech guy. Connor likes to be on the cutting edge of things, so we're trying to get ahead on just something cool. Yeah. And for me, as a person who also developed games, this could be an interesting way to do like a murder mystery or some kind of
I was going to suggest that before. Like you can create like a choose your own path sort of story through Alexa, and they're called it's the skills generally, but I think it's like story skills or game skills or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I have a couple Echo Dots at home, so it just kind of made sense for me to pick Amazon so I could just test it out and do it myself at home. Yeah.
And so within Amazon, for those that don't know who haven't caught on to this new fad of things, the Echo Home Dot, which is that thing that you can talk to and you say, Alexa, turn on my TV or whatever. Those are, you can make skills specifically for those. So like turning on lights and turning on apps and things like that to go through your morning routine. You were telling me before you wake up in the morning and you say, hey, Alexa, good morning. And then
It does a whole thing, yeah. So they created this thing called routines, and if you have other smart home stuff, which I want to get like a fully decked out smart home eventually, and then you could create this routine. So like my routine, which I haven't conditioned myself to do it every morning. I've been just kind of playing around with it. Right. But the routine is like the trigger word is Alexa, good morning. And then it turns on my bedroom and living room lights to pretty dim brightness. And then it'll give me the weather and then give me a couple flash briefing skills that I've downloaded and designated for them to give me in a specific order. It's only a couple, and then it'll give me the news from, I think I picked NPR. So
nerd.
And then and that's and it's like 10 minutes. It's great because I don't have to just sit there and like listen to stuff that I'm gonna look on my phone anyways, and I could start my day and still kind of get that other kind of content or whatever that I generally do, and that's why voice is so powerful, is because you could just do other stuff while you get what you would want to.
Yeah, so it's a different way to absorb the news, especially in the morning. So for a lot of people, I know I do this personally. I wake up and I spend 30 minutes just scrolling through Twitter to see like anything.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on in the world, especially because we're behind in the time zone. So things that happen in Europe and stuff like that, like that happens while I'm asleep, and I wake up and say, oh, whatever happened.
Yeah,
it's usually something related to the royal family, and I don't give a shit about the royal family. Sorry, but like we fought a war specifically to not give a shit about the family.
True, and you're gonna stick to that.
I mean, yeah, but anyway, so we are going to do this skill. It breaks down into some pretty simple steps, or allegedly simple steps. That's what we're here to find out.
Allegedly under an hour.
Connor, break down the steps for us about what we're going to have to do to achieve our first flash briefing skill.
Yeah, so you can kind of break it down into 3 general steps. One is create an Amazon Web Services account. Number 2 is to create an Amazon developer account. Then the third thing is we'll start recording some flash briefings. One again.
What's the graphics?
Yeah.
All right, so 1, 2, 3.
Graphics.
Dang. Rainbows and shit.
I think our Wendy's is about to be here.
Our food's going to be here, so I'm going to stop this recording.
Do I want professional or personal?
Is it not professional?
What? Do I do professional? Does it matter? Is there like a cost implication?
I think that's the whole point of like what we're trying to figure out. Whether or not.
I mean, how hard could it be?
That's what we're finding out. So far, you're just typing.
Are you trying to lick me? Please don't lick me.
Just typing away for those folks at home. Both.
Oh, did I just type in Connecticut?
You did.
I haven't lived in Connecticut for like 5.5 years, and I still do that. Sell my soul to Amazon.
Oh, definitely not blurring this part out. This is not Connor's.
It's really dangerous to remember your debit card information.
Yeah,
Rain.
I'm just going to skip this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Please type the numbers you hear.
Oh, I hate that. That was terrifying.
That's for people who have handicaps.
Yeah, but the option's still available.
That's true. Oh, here comes Pike.
Cat.
Please answer the call. So now he's getting a phone call. Go to the big screen.
Hello.
This is Pike. I didn't really verify who you are. It's just
I put in information.
Verifying that phone.
The information is correct. that I have access to that phone number.
All right, now I have to pick a plan. So, hang on, before you pick one,
okay.
You've done the research on this.
Yeah.
What is the difference between these plans? We have the basic, developer, and business plan, and why would we pick one over the other?
Well, if you want to test something out, if you're not really sure if you want to, go full into it, you could just do the basic plan. It's free, I think, for the first year. And then after that, it's like, I think it's like $5 a month. I don't think it's more than $10 a month.
At least for when you first start, you want to try to get the
basic plan.
The most basic.
Yeah. And it's free. Big yellow free button.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not
touching his butt. I'm petting a cat.
He's touching my butt.
And petting a cat.
My role is...
You got to know your role.
Entrepreneur. Sure, let's do that. That sounds fun. I'm interested in...
Connor can't see. He has bad eyes.
I can see.
We're interested in content.
It's just
delivery.
these letters are small.
Content delivery.
Sure.
You are interested in gaming, though, just to be clear.
I'm interested in many things. Internet of Things.
Oh yeah, IoT.
Migration. You know, like cicadas. You know, every 17 years, 14 to 17 years.
The monarch butterflies. They're known to migrate.
Don't they come up from Mexico?
Yeah, every so often. I
Okay.
learned that from Venture Brothers.
What's that?
Cartoon show.
Okay.
On adult.
Should I know about Venture Brothers?
One pathetic sob story later.
It's on season 7, and it started in 2002.
And now we're going to create an Amazon developer account. So I think that's it. So it seems like if you have an Amazon account, all you gotta do is log in with that, and congrats, you're an Amazon developer.
You did it.
I did it.
You developed. You're a developer.
Amazon, hire me. I developed.
They technically just did.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I hired them too.
They pay you roughly the same amount they pay their warehouse workers.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go to Alexa Skills Kit, start a skill, and then forms.
Yeah. You're just gonna skip ahead. We're guessing for this form, you just fill out whatever you think is important, necessary, yada yada. But it also looks like a lot of it's auto-filled.
Because it's pulling in from my Amazon account.
Yes. That's what we said.
Developer description.
Just fast forward to all this nonsense.
12 seconds later. A few moments later.
Kit, Illinois. Customer support.
More moments later.
App distribution agreement. Oh, yeah.
So you definitely want to read through all of this.
Yeah. If you don't read through all of this, you're doing a disservice to your country. So I'm doing a disservice to myself and accepting it blindly.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually going to read this, though. Starting November 1st, developers with bank locations in California, the UK.
That's Canada, you dumb fuck.
Can you cut that out?
No.
Oh, man. Do you plan to monetize your digital content? Okay, so this is an important question to ask yourself as you think through content and you want to grow it out. Ideally, trying to get paid isn't your number one thing because in my experience and research, you will be more successful if you aren't chasing the money. But it's important to ask yourself this question. Do you plan to monetize your digital content, such as charging for apps or games or selling in-app items or in-game items, or by receiving cash rewards for your skills? No. For me. Do you plan to monetize apps by displaying ads from the Amazon mobile ad network? I don't know what that is. They give you a link to learn more. I'm going to hit no for now.
So I can actually tell what that's about.
Please do.
So that's a common thing for like game design and game development and stuff like that. So Amazon has their own ad network, and they basically will implement ads into your stuff.
Got it.
And that's a way to generate revenue by offering a free service, but you generate ad revenue instead.
Okay.
So,
or you could just pay for the thing and then you won't get ads.
yeah.
That type
Or
of thing.
assholes might do both. All right. So what are we looking at here?
Who knows? I'm going to go with this. Then create skill. Enter the skill name. So the skill name of this is going to be just straight up
Beyond the music.
Beyond the Music. And this is a flash briefing. So one of the trigger phrases is Alexa, what's in the news?
You
Daily
could
briefing.
do video content.
You can do video stuff, yeah, for the Echo Show.
Okay. Oh, that's the new one. Right?
That's the
We're not
video
getting
one.
paid to talk about Amazon stuff. I'm sorry.
No, but I could talk about it all day.
I'm not going to until Bezos gives me some of that sweet
That's sweet
Amazon
billion.
money.
Billions of
It's
dollars.
like $200, Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff, come on. Help us out.
Yeah.
So, we selected the flash briefing. Now we're going to create the skill.
Is that a Barry Allen's underwear? That's a comic book reference.
Are you going to put underwear over my face?
I am now.
Custom error message.
Oh, okay.
Alexa says this to the customer if the skill fails rendering the content. For example, skill name is not available at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to delete that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to just go back and change it later.
Tell us in the comments if you love that.
The music. does not have any content right now. Check.
Shrek.
All right, fine. I'll do Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek back later.
Beyond the Music does not have any content right now. Shrek back later.
So now I don't know what to do.
Cool.
Let's add new feed.
There you go. We're at.
Oh, I need this.
Yeah, this is this is where you add a new feed.
Oh, okay. So this is more information. The preamble.
Oh, look at the Declaration of Independence.
There it is. A short introduction for the feed that Alexa reads to the customer before the feed.
No man should be self-evident, or what? I don't know.
Before the okay in
capital I.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it does for your dignity.
So I'm gonna take a crawl, walk, run approach with this, and just do weekly. So that's that. And then content type.
So you get to pick if you want it to be text or audio.
Right. So the text would be better for something like the Echo Show, where you could see. You obviously can't see text from an Echo Dot or an Echo.
If you do,
thing.
if you do content type text, she would just read it for you. Alexa would just read it.
Yeah. So
it's the difference between doing a text. You read out what you want to say, or audio. I just recorded what I want you to hear.
Right.
And I would present it as audio, because you can do more with audio from an immersion standpoint.
Yeah, it makes it more personal.
Yeah, familiarity. But then you can make an argument for a lot of these things. But if you were generic Beyond the Music reader, who are wonderful people, I'm sure, where would they go? What would they pick? I would gravitate towards entertainment.
Okay.
If I'm looking for something if I'm looking for, say, established music journalism like organizations that are already out there.
Yeah.
Your alt presses, your rock sounds, etc. Rolling Stone even. I would be looking in entertainment for those. If I'm looking for those things, I would do entertainment personally.
All right. Okay. So we got that down. Link to the location of the feed. Oh God. What does that mean? Now that we've put some information in to our Amazon developer account, and we have some recordings.
And had lunch.
Thank you, Wendy's. Not sponsored by Wendy's. Next thing we need to do is put the audio files that we have for the daily briefings into Amazon Web Services to basically tell Alexa where to pull that recording from. So what we're going to be doing is adding it to what's called an S3 server. Can't explain to you what that means or why it's called that, but this right here is your dashboard when you log into your Amazon Web Services account. So you're going to go to All Services, Storage, S3, and you're going to create a bucket. Okay?
Bucket?
That could be an...
You're laughing at a reference I don't think you get, so it's good. It's from fucking Achievement Hunters. Bucket?
Oh yeah, no, I don't get it, but that's objectively funny. That's good. So we need to create a bucket. I'm gonna hit create bucket name.
Bucket.
I'm gonna name. Okay, that's enough now.
Mr. Bucket. You know Mr. Bucket?
Oh, I know Mr. Bucket. So I'm gonna name this Beyond the Music Flash Briefing. All right, so I'm gonna just pick Ohio. It's a bummer of a sentence to say.
I don't think anybody ever picks Ohio. I wonder how much louder you are on the mic.
I'm probably so much louder.
Why are you yelling?
All right, so the next thing, you set your permissions. So this is me. This is my account. Read, write, give myself all the permissions, and then I'm not going to add another account right now because I don't know who else I would add. And these are all the things, and boom, bucket created. Oh, okay. So then you go and you click on your bucket that you just created, and hit upload. And now you're going to add the files. So you got to select something there. Your best bet is probably just select a standard. And then upload. I don't know. So here's a link. So this is the link to where...
is that the link we have to put into the other thing? Back to... That's that.
But you don't just copy the link in there.
Why not?
Oh, maybe.
Paste link. Ta-da!
Enter the logo.
Ta-da! So you want to
save.
Sure. Bad request while attempting to retrieve feed. So we
Okay.
fucked up.
Yep.
Where was the
Alright.
thing we were? Oh, here, management. We need to put this code in.
We need to copy this code in, but replace it with the information that's relevant.
So that link that I just copy pasted into that needs to go there.
Right.
And then we need to do a title.
Title.
But where do we put this in?
You copy and paste that into the box where you put the original link in. Yeah.
I think you're fucking my butt right now. It's
okay.
You either need to drop a JSON file. Yeah, we need to make a JSON file. Provide content. One of the JSON. What is a JSON preferred format? What is that? What is JSON? JSON! Being able to Google things is very important, and how hard can it be? If you can't Google, you don't know how hard things be.
I'm looking for something like permissions because I have to make it public.
Right there.
Make public. Perfect.
So we had it before almost go through.
Mm-hmm.
But then it stopped. So maybe now that it's public?
Nope.
What?
Failed to save skill information.
Content is too large. That's
what do you mean?
Feed content is too large. So it's too large. So what we need to do is...
But how do people... That doesn't make any sense. It's too large.
WAV files are bigger than MP3 files.
Gotcha.
So I exported it as too big. So we have to shut everything down for a little bit. Okay. All right. So we had to cut out for a second. There were things that weren't super clear in the initial link that we had gotten. Mm-hmm. Part of that is because we're not super well versed in coding.
No.
And for me personally, I'm more designer than coder, but I can understand most codes, which is why Connor brought me on to begin with. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we went through our list and we were having trouble figuring out what we were missing, and we were missing some code. It said in the file, I'll show you on the website we were using, it said to use code, but we didn't quite know how or where to implement this. Mm-hmm.
So, and it wasn't relevant to our recording. So we didn't know how to make it contextual to what we were working on.
Right. But with the help of some other YouTubers and stuff like that, which I'll link all the sources, so this website that we used here, as well as the Daddble Lab that we use for a YouTube video, I'll link their stuff below as to what we followed along and all the great steps that they gave us. So within this example here, and then the Daddble Lab video, he linked us to GitHub, which is a repository which gave us the code that we needed, and it expressed the kind of code that we need, or the code that we were going to use and why we're going to use it, and stuff like that, and how to set it up. Within the comments section, we also found a UUID generator, which is something new that we both kind of just discovered. It's just a unique ID generator, universal. I'm guessing the first U is for. So this, like the file, like this right here is something unique that this generator makes, and it won't make another file. So this one, we're not using this one, but we used a different one. But if you just refresh or whatever, you refresh the page and you just get another one. So that one's gone forever. Here's a new unique ID.
Bye forever.
We use that identifier for our code, which I put in the code here. This is Notepad++, which is something that I've used dozens of times for things like my own personal web page and other repositories from when I'm designing games or web pages, whatever. I copy pasted the code into here, just a quick old copy pasta, and then we replaced what was pertinent with our own information. You can see like the links and shit. And then now we're going to go back to our bucket and upload the file.
Upload the JSON file that we finally got together.
Yes.
So you're going to make sure that your bucket has read access, your MP3 file has read access, and your JSON or whatever it's called file has read access. So you're just going to make it public. You're going to get an error, not an error message, you're going to get a security warning, but that's okay. You want to make sure that it has read access so Alexa can read it.
Again,
Same thing. Standard. None of that stuff. And then you're good. Upload.
you might have seen it's gotten darker.
It's because this is taken
The half hour
longer than advertised.
Yes, the half hour advertisement was not what it should be. So what do we do now?
Here's what I'm going to guess that we do. I'm going to guess.
I know I presented Connor as being the expert on this from the start. I should have clarified that neither of us know how to do this.
But that's the whole point of this thing, right?
Yeah.
How hard could it be?
Yeah. So I didn't mean to interpret this as Connor being an expert at this. He did the research.
So I'm going to hit save. No error messages are coming up.
No error message is good.
So I'm going to hit test.
Yeah, test that shit, dog. Microphone to be able to use Alexa.
But what?
Cool.
Okay. So all right, let's pause this.
We're gonna go to distribution.
So public name is
Yeah.
Beyond the Music. The one sentence description, which I have.
We have a one sentence description.
Ready to go.
All right. You say it, I type it. I'm really good.
Oh, I didn't prepare for this.
Oh my god.
Go to the detailed description
All right,
first.
detailed description. Go.
Beyond the Music's flash briefing is a
Beyond
series of
Hang on.
news.
The music.
I thought you were good at this.
I am.
12 seconds later.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Beyond the Music. That's gonna be my briefing.
No, write this down.
Oh.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And start listening today!
And start
Exclamation point.
Listening today! Exclamation point. Shift. Home. Control. C. Copy. Pasta. What you know about copy pasta, dog?
I only know about it from you.
Graphic.
All right, so the category.
Bits. 2 bits equal 1 byte.
How many bytes equals a kilobyte? Byte. Kilobyte.
How many bytes equal a kilobyte?
Yeah.
Well, kilo means 1,000. So.
Right, but it's actually 1,024
Yeah. So it's a kilobyte is 1,024 bytes.
bits.
No. Bytes.
And how many bits are in a byte?
2. 2 bits in a byte.
2 bits a byte?
Yeah. Is on and off.
2 bits a byte is a good name for like a computer science podcast. Free idea.
Free idea for people. There's probably this computer science people are like, this fucking moron.
People are so
I got my
stupid.
degree in computer science. Science.
I would have created this Alexa skill in 9 minutes.
If what?
2 bits a byte.
2 bits a byte.
Category. Are they giving me more categories now? What was the point of doing the whole thing
I
before?
don't know, man. Music and audio.
Education and reference? But that's under kids. Stop.
You don't want to be under kids.
No.
They'll get you. That's why it's called babysitting, not baby under.
Movies and TV? No. Music and audio. Accessories. Knowledge and trivia.
Music info. Wait.
Reviews and recognition services. Podcast.
I
Streaming
go up.
services.
It's new knowledge and trivia.
Yeah.
Knowledge. Keywords. Keywords you want to try when people are searching shit. Keywords are important to overdo it. It's always better to overdo it than underdo it on keywords.
Is there a comma to separate?
Yeah. Use pizza. I like to add pizza in my tags for a lot of things. So if you ever YouTube searching things and you type in pizza and you see one of my videos, let me know because I hope it works.
I can't just not do it.
Do you have a privacy policy? Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Well, I know you know what that means, but do you know, like...
In relation to the skill?
Yeah. What's a privacy policy that relates to this?
Do you think they have a generic one?
For the privacy policy stuff, it's when people sign up to your stuff, you're basically letting them know that you're not stealing their information.
Yeah, you're not collecting data. You have to use your voice to interact with this thing. You have to opt in.
Yeah. It's
no one's forcing you to do it.
That you agree to all that. And that on Connor's end, in this example, that he's not going to take your information. He's not secretly recording your voice. And
you also agree to the
Yeah.
policies of Amazon and all the stuff they have within Echo.
et cetera, et cetera. But looks like we can skip it for now.
Oh, perfect.
Nope.
Can't.
All right. Psych. You look
Oh, wait.
foolish. Yeah, I saved and consider.
Does this skill allow users to make purchases or spend real money? No. Does this skill collect users' personal information? No. Is this skill directed to or does it target children under the age of 13? No. Does this skill contain advertising? No. I'm not going to do beta testing, but click on it. I want to see what it says.
You just
No. Yeah, you just add the users. No, I'm not doing that. In all countries.
every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Even Canada.
Where Amazon distributes skills.
Even Canada.
0 errors found.
Run!
Run! Oh.
We're running.
Functional test.
So we do have to go back through and change the audio, re-upload the audio. And the trick to doing that while it's running the functional test, when we re-upload into the bucket, we name it the exact same things. We don't have to change any of the code. That's important. Okay. If you name it and you just upload on top of what it is, or you delete it and re-upload.
Right, that's what that guy did, because he uploaded a wrong type of MP3 file.
Yeah.
But he had to still update the JSON thing.
So that's a little tidbit for people who are
maybe you want to create this.
Yeah, or coding novices in general. When you upload a file that you have within code, you can upload another file named the same thing, and that will literally replace it. So if you change the name, if it's like resume_2, you have to change that name in the code to reflect that. So instead of just doing all that, if you're replacing the file, just name it the same thing and save over it. It's much easier.
Yeah.
We submitted it for certification, and Amazon is checking it out, and they're gonna let us know, or let Connor know rather, if it's submitted, and well, it is submitted for approval. It's gonna be approved.
Yeah, if there's issues with the audio, issues with the content itself, the file, maybe where it's stored, and they'll let me know if there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
But all the tests that we ran, the functional test, the other one, the other test
that it asked us to do,
we did. It all came back positive. So I'm not expecting bad stuff.
Yeah. It seemed like a pretty straightforward thing, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
In terms of how hard did it be, let me
decide.
Yeah, how hard did it be, Connor?
It'd be kind of hard. I would give it 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Graphic.
So the original document that we had, it kind of advertised you could do it in under an hour, but it omitted a lot of information that was kind of out of our wheelhouse, and we had to look up.
Right. So it wasn't unreachable. It was just the literary term, again, my sister, Miss Smith, English teacher, the schema, knowledge that you would bring into something. We were lacking.
That's a great word.
Thank you. We are lacking on it. Shout out to Mike Kapolka, my high school English teacher. Not the other one that I bad talk in my books.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it took us a little bit longer. You might notice as the video has gone on that it's
gotten significantly darker.
Yeah, a lot darker in our surrounding areas.
I mean, it's almost winter in Chicago. Like, it's going to get dark early.
Also known as fall. But tonight, we fall backwards. Not to date this video, but daylight savings time happens tonight. Spooky.
No, I thought that was tomorrow.
Which is tonight, you dumbass.
What?
In the video. So thanks for checking out another episode of How Hard Can It Be? I hope you guys enjoy that one with my buddy Connor. You can follow him and Beyond the Music at the following Twitter handles, right above Bucky here. So Connor, Beyond the Music. Make sure you check them out and follow him if you had any interest in what he was talking about today. So Beyond the Music does a lot of great things with touring photographers, merchandise managers, touring managers, and artists themselves to kind of dives deeper into what goes on beyond the music, hence the phrase. Below, I will also offer the links up for the tutorials that we looked at in terms of doing this, both the Amazon one, the whatever websites that I have, and the YouTube video that helped us get through this video, and all those links and stuff like that, little tidbits here and there, that they will help you if you want to do this yourself. I will also include the link for Connor's and Beyond the Music's Alexa skill. If you have an Alexa, I encourage you to get these skills, and specifically get Connor's skill. And it kind of inspired me to go out and make my own. So look forward to that. In the future, I might be doing something silly as I do for myself. Thank you again for watching. For my Patreons, I always appreciate you. And thank you for those who want to support me as an independent artist. Be sure to check out patreon.com/tour journals. It gets you early access to all the videos by at least a day, and then it also supports me directly as a contributor, or as a content creator, I should say. For as little as $1 a month, your money goes a long way in supporting somebody who's trying to do something just a little bit different. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for more things at this link here. And I don't have a sign-off phrase, so just end it. Do the foot.